The two most powerful things in life are time and words. Once they're gone, you can't get them back. Words are like magic. They can either heal or hurt. They can build something beautiful or destroy it completely. Have you ever noticed how a single sentence can brighten someone's whole day, while another can leave a mark that lingers for years? Words cost nothing, but carry endless value. They may be small in form, but they hold the power to shift lives entirely. Before we go deeper, take a moment. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with me. Because today, I'm giving you a phrase so powerful, so real, that almost no man can ignore it. Ladies, imagine this. You're standing at a vending machine. You put in your money, press the button, and wait, but nothing happens. So what do? You press again, maybe shake it, hit it a little. That's how many people handle relationships. They keep saying the same things, trying the same moves, hoping for a different outcome, but the result stays the same. Nothing changes. The truth is, men are wired in a very specific way, and if you don't understand what really touches their hearts, you'll keep pressing the wrong buttons and wonder why you're not getting through. But today, I'm handing you something precious, a key that actually opens the door. Most people think men are simple. Feed them, flatter them, and they're good to go, right? Not quite. Men carry emotions deep inside. Society tells them to act strong, not to cry, not to complain. So they grow up learning to swallow their feelings and hold their pain in silence. A lot of men are walking through life weighed down by invisible burdens. They won't always say what's going on in their minds, but deep down, they long for someone to truly see them, to understand them. Here's the real truth. What keeps a man close isn't beauty or perfection. It's the feeling of being recognized, feeling respected, feeling valued. Think about it. If you've ever seen a stray dog, you know it's cautious. It doesn't come running even if you offer food. It's been hurt before. It's watching to see if you're safe. But if you're gentle, patient, and kind, if you show it you mean no harm, it'll slowly come closer. It'll begin to trust. Men are no different. Many of them walk around with emotional walls up. You can't just tell them to open up and expect them to do it. You have to prove it's safe. And nothing shows that more than saying the right words at the right moment. Before you think this is some manipulative trick, stop right there. This isn't about mind games. This is about connection. This is about speaking to someone's soul instead of just throwing words into the air. Most people talk, but few actually speak to the heart. When you learn how to do that, everything changes. So if you're ready to learn that one sentence that can reach even the hardest man and soften his guard, stay close. Don't miss this. And while you're here, if you haven't already, go ahead, like, subscribe, and let's move forward. Words, they're either tools or weapons. They're free, but how you use them can cost everything. Think about that. They can cut deep, or they can close a wound. They can start fires or bring peace. One wrong word can destroy a connection, but the right phrase can build a bond that lasts forever. Now picture this. You're walking through the woods at night. It's cold, dark, and the only thing you have is a single match. If you strike it without care, it could set everything ablaze. But if you use it wisely, it can guide you, warm you, even save you. That's what words are like. A careless insult, a sharp comment, or a sarcastic tone. They're sparks that can burn down trust and love. But a kind phrase, something genuine that reaches deep, that's the light that connects people. So let me ask you, how are you using your words? Are you building someone up or slowly tearing them down? Most of us don't even notice the harm we're doing with our words. We speak without thinking, as if words are just air passing through our lips. But they aren't. Words carry energy. They don't vanish once spoken. They stay. They shape people. They leave behind emotion, sometimes comfort, sometimes pain. Now, here's something people rarely say out loud. Men, no matter how strong they appear, are deeply affected by what you say. They're human. They're listening. They remember. A harsh word from a father, a careless remark from someone they loved, a moment they felt overlooked, it stays with them. It builds up quietly, sometimes for years. But it works the other way too. The right words, spoken with sincerity, can make a man feel unstoppable. They can be the light in the darkest part of his day. They can give him the strength to keep going when he's ready to give up. Words can lift him in ways even he can't explain. Think about history. Words have changed nations. They've started wars and stopped them. They've built movements, ended oppression, sparked love stories, and ended heartbreak. All with just the right voice at the right time. So again I ask, how are you using yours? Because in just a moment, I'll give you a sentence that can open a man's heart. But before I do, you have to understand what men are truly longing for. And trust me, it's not what the world says. Now let's break down a myth. Society wants us to believe that men are rock solid, unshakable, and emotionally numb. But here's the truth. They're not. Most men are silently starving, not for money, not for praise, but to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be understood. From childhood, they're told to hold it in, man up, don't cry, figure it out. So they learn to smile through pain, to push forward when they're breaking inside. They become soldiers, always marching forward, never asking for help. But even the strongest warrior can't carry the weight forever. Think of a man dressed in armor. You see him walking, leading, surviving, but what you don't see is how heavy that armor really is. He's got scars. He's tired. He's been fighting silent battles. Everyone assumes he's okay because he never says otherwise, but deep down he's wishing someone would see beyond the surface. He's longing for someone to say, I see how hard you try. I see how much you carry. You matter. Because men don't want perfection, they want peace. They don't want more weight, they want someone to help lighten the load. And the easiest way to do that? Speak words that feed his soul. Have you ever noticed how men chase approval from bosses, parents, friends, even strangers? It's because they rarely hear what they need. They're expected to be strong, but never told they're doing enough. They go years, sometimes a lifetime, without hearing real affirmation. And when they don't feel seen, they shut down, they withdraw, they stop trying. Not because they don't care, but because they feel invisible. But the good news? You can change that. Your words can break that silence. You can be the one who says what no one else does. A single, honest phrase can be the thing that brings him back to life. So what do you say? What words can cut through the noise, reach his soul, and make him feel safe, strong, and seen? Stay close, because I'm about to tell you. Let's be real. Flattery doesn't go far. It's everywhere. You look great. You're so smart. Men hear that stuff all the time. It feels good for a second and then fades. But real words, the ones that sink in and stay with a man for years, those are rare, and those are the ones I'm giving you. Imagine you're in the desert. You haven't had water in days. Your lips are dry. The sun is burning. Then someone hands you a cold soda. It's fizzy. It might taste okay, but it won't quench your thirst. It won't save you. That's what empty compliments are like. They're sweet but shallow. They don't feed the heart. What men truly crave is not flattery, it's recognition. They want to feel seen, not just for what they do, but for who they are when no one's watching. So here it is, the phrase. The sentence that makes a man feel like home isn't a place. It's a person. It's this: I see you. I see how hard you try. And I'm grateful for you, not for what you give, but for who you are. Simple? Yes, but powerful beyond words, because most men have never heard anything like that. And when they do, it breaks them in the best way. It reaches through years of silence. It wraps around their heart like a warm blanket. It makes them feel like they can finally exhale. So use your words wisely. Speak truth. Speak love. Speak life. Because your voice, when used with intention, can be the very thing that transforms someone's world. Stress and keep going, doing what they have to do, and in the end, no one really sees them. Sure, some people might say, good job, or you're amazing, but those words feel too general, too shallow, too easy to forget. But when someone looks a man in the eyes and says, I see you, I see your effort, I respect what you do, everything shifts. That's not just a compliment, that's being seen. That's real recognition. That's someone saying, you are not invisible. Your work, your struggle, your effort, it counts. Men crave respect and appreciation even more than they crave love. That's not just a guess. That's backed by experience, by studies, by truth. Think about it. A woman might tell a man, I love you, but if she's always criticizing him, making him feel small, or brushing off his hard work, he'll feel empty inside. But if she says, I respect what you do, I notice how hard you try, I value you, that fills him up, that lifts him, that makes him want to give everything he's got for her. Respect isn't just liking someone, it's honoring them. And when a man feels honored, he feels like he can do anything. So forget the surface level flattery, skip the usual praise. Choose words that go deeper, that speak to his soul. When a man hears, I see you, it's like taking a deep breath after holding it in too long. It's finding water after walking through the desert. Now you might wonder, when do I say this? How do I say it in a way that really hits home? Timing matters more than you think, and in the next part, I'll tell you exactly when and how to say these words so they break through his walls and touch his heart. So keep watching, and if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's move forward. Respect. It's the key to a man's heart. Respect is one of the deepest ways to express love. If love is the fire that warms a relationship, then respect is the oxygen that keeps that fire alive. Without it, the flame dies out. Even if there's still love, let's be honest, a man can hear, I love you 100 times, but if he doesn't feel respected, those words lose their meaning. Love without respect is like feeding someone but not letting them sit at the table. It leaves them feeling empty in a different way. Picture a knight in shining armor. He goes into battle, fights hard, protects what matters. He returns home, tired, bruised, but victorious. What does he need most at that moment? A cheering crowd, a pile of gold? No. What he needs is for the queen to meet his eyes and say, I see you, I honor you, I respect you. Because here's the real truth. A man would rather be alone than be with someone who doesn't respect him. And the sad part is, most women don't even realize when they're being disrespectful. Men might not always speak up, but they feel it. They feel it when they're ignored, doubted, or criticized. They feel it when they try their best and are told it's not enough. They feel it when their strengths go unnoticed and their struggles are brushed aside. When a man doesn't feel respected, two things can happen. He might shut down, or he might walk away. Either way, the connection starts to fade. But when he does feel respected, everything changes. He feels seen, he feels trusted, he feels safe enough to open up, to grow, to give his best. Respect tells a man, I see your effort, I value your strength, I understand your struggles. You don't need to be perfect, you are still worthy. And when a man believes that, he thrives. He doesn't just feel loved, he feels strong, safe, and unstoppable. Think about it. Every great man in history had someone behind him, believing in him, seeing his greatness and respecting him for it. That belief is like fuel. It pushes him further. It pulls greatness out of him. So ask yourself, do you respect the man in your life? Not just when he's on top of the world, but when he's down. Not just when he's winning, but when he's trying and failing too. Because men need respect the way women need love. And once you understand that, it becomes easier to make a man feel deeply seen and connected to you. If you're wondering, how do I actually show respect in a way that matters to him? Stay with me. Up next, I'm going to give you the exact words that touch a man's heart and make him feel truly valued. If this is resonating with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's continue. Vulnerability, the courage to truly connect. To share your weaknesses is to be vulnerable. To be vulnerable is to show strength. Let's clear one thing up. Vulnerability is not weakness. If you think it is, that's because the world has fed you a lie. Vulnerability is true power. It's standing in front of someone, heart exposed, no shield, no mask, and saying, this is me, the real me. And that takes more strength than pretending ever will. Picture this. You've been wearing a heavy suit of armor for years. It's tight, uncomfortable, but you've kept it on because somewhere along the way, life taught you that showing the real you was dangerous. Maybe you were hurt, judged, ignored. So you built walls, strong walls. Now imagine meeting someone else with their own armor. You both stand there, hiding. Nothing real can happen. No trust, no closeness. Just two people pretending. But then one of you takes the armor off. That moment, that's when everything changes. It's like laying down your weapon on a battlefield. It signals peace, trust. It says, I trust you enough to let you in. Do you trust me enough to do the same? That's why vulnerability isn't weakness. It's an invitation. And men, they need that invitation more than you know. Men grow up being told to stay strong, not to cry, not to talk about feelings. They're told that emotions are shameful, that talking about pain is embarrassing. So they bottle everything up. They walk around looking strong, but inside they carry battles no one sees. They have wounds they never talk about. Fears they hide. Doubts they bury. But here's the secret. When a man sees you being vulnerable, it gives him permission to be vulnerable too. It tells him you don't need to be perfect. You don't have to carry it all alone. You can rest here. You can be yourself here. And that feeling, it's priceless. There's one simple sentence that can break down even the strongest walls. I believe in you. And I'm here no matter what. Not, I'm here if you succeed. Not, I'm here unless you fail. Just, I'm here. That phrase,